Coming out of college, my goal was to become interesting with a capital I, a real adventurer. Not like Sally Ride or Diane Fossey, though I admired them both so, but more like a hippie explorer. I fancied Mary Oliver poems, the word intrepid, and my motto, things happen when you leave the house. During a trip around the world, I became, of all things, a nanny for 2 kids whose mother had recently died, and something changed. I came home less smitten with world travelers and their ripping yarns, and more awed by people who had thrown themselves into what I was starting to see was the one gig that mattered, parenthood. Heading into my 30s, the life I have now, kids and a good man to raise them with, is exactly the life I wanted. I knew the coolest thing about the coolest people I knew was that they had made great families. Families with inside jokes and nicknames and dance moves. And that's the shore I set out for. But out there, bobbing around in my double-breasted dress barn power suit, I was drowning. Blame it on the freshman 15 I never lost, or the Merit ultralights I couldn't give up, or my sailor mouth. But it took a long time to find Mr. Right and get a family going. Now, only 13 years into motherhood, I already want to go back to the time when I knew precisely where my kids were and what they were doing, when they would dive into me after school, when I could pick them up without spraining my lumbar. Don't get me wrong, I want the now too. When I travel and call home, it's so good to hear their voices. I can't imagine being angry with any of them ever again. Same when they're sleeping. Or when I, right? Or when I see people hug on the curb at the airport, or the days around a memorial service. We had 2 in our tiny town last year. A great guy named Murray, a young mom named Tiffany. You watch a kid eulogize a parent, and you know everything there is to know. Never again will you hurry your husband along as he recounts his commute or his golf game. And you will definitely stop giving the finger to your daughter's back as she storms away. But cycling between the kitchen, the desk, and the carpool, it can be hard to revel in the domestic litter of backpacks, laundry baskets, and jockstraps. Much less the cacophony of clashing siblings or the near silence. What's the sound of eyes rolling? The tiny click-click of thumbs on smartphones. Slutty Rihanna whining from a bedroom radio left on. The sound of marital friction, or the mind bending around itself, trying to decide when to intervene, when to let them fail or fight or go to that kid's house you have a bad feeling about. It's a lonely business, and then sometimes strangely claustrophobic. But this is it. This is what I wanted, and what my very sick friend Liz wants more of, and what good people get pulled away from every day, kicking and screaming. This abstract performance art called Family Life is our one run at the ultimate improv, our chance to be great for someone, to give another person everything they need to be happy, ours to apologize for, to try again for, to get a little more right next time for, ours to watch disappear into their next self, toddler to tyke, tween to teen, ours to drop off somewhere and miss forever. It's happening right now, whether we attend to it or not. Like after preparing a nutritious meal that no one really liked. And a lot of blame gaming over who moved the laptop charger, your peevish, greasy young adult tramps off to the shower she should have taken 2 days ago. And the day is shot to shit, and not 1 minute of it looked like the thing you prayed for so long ago. But then you hear something. You head up the stairs, hover outside the bathroom door. All the single ladies, all the single ladies. The kid is singing in the shower. Your profoundly ordinary kid is singing in the shower, and you get to be here to hear it. Unlike whoever's funeral we went to last, and maybe, hope to God not, our sickest friend, we get to be here, recognizing once again the one thing we must stop forgetting. This is it. This is the great adventure.